I'm sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. My name is StandUP-America. I'm here with StandUP-America. I want to know if you knew that 50% of Americans right now are considered absolutely poor. That's 150 million people. I want to know if you also knew that in the last 3 years, the average American wealth has decreased 40%, while in that same time period, your salary went from 4.5 times to 6 times more than the bottom 90% of people. So my question is very simple. And I don't want to hear how many people you have to lay off to keep that 170,000, or how many people you're not hiring, or what jobs you hope to create. I'm talking about the situation now. How do you justify, and why will you not decrease the $170,000 you make while we have a $30 million shortfall next year and services are going to be cut, and while everyone's absolutely poor right now? Give back the money. Thank you.
Okay, so we have this conversation at every meeting. And so your turn's next. And so I'll be quite honest, this is for me a very good salary. Before I did this, I ran a neighborhood nonprofit. I ran a nonprofit, and that wasn't great income. Before that, I was a lawyer, and I did okay, never great. Live in a little house in Greenwood, live modestly, got 3 kids. They're going to head off to college. My wife is keeping her bookkeeper job. She's not taking any chances with me. I have greater confidence than she does. I'm joking. So here's what we did. I am by charter not permitted to change my salary. I did make a commitment, and we followed through. I contribute $10,000 of my salary each year to charity. My wife and kids pick them out, and I ask them to identify charities that serve Seattle residents with the type of services that we fund and support through city government. So that's a direct contribution we make each year. And I do understand I could do more, but again, I work pretty hard. I work around the clock, and got 3 kids I'm thinking about sending to college. So for now, that's as far as I'm going to go. Thank you.
Okay, my number 4. Are you U.S. president, or you pretend be a U.S. president? I never see you before. You know what it means? With council together in City Hall, like every city doing this every week. Is question number 1. Question number 2. You make $170,000, and the U.S. president make $450,000. So you make 300 times more than president. You cover 600,000 people. U.S. president cover 300 million people. I don't think so. This equal. You bigger than a United States president. So my proposition very simple. Why you not start acting like all city and state Washington? And you, a mayor, like in all city, will be together with council every week in City Hall, so people can come to you into your council who make $120,000, total like a $20 million. $10 million you supposed to be give back. You steal this money. So we want doing this.
Okay, so there were 2 questions, and the first one is, and this city does, I want to say, I mean, my wife wouldn't like this, but I love this job, and I pretty much do it for free, except for that whole family and supporting people thing. I really do love this job, and the issue of council meetings, the specific request is, the way I hear it is, will the city council and I do this type of open Q&A with the public in City Hall on a weekly basis? And I go out into neighborhoods and meet with people, take Q&A. People come to my office and meet with me. We do it both ways. City council holds hearings and has open forums all the time too. Occasionally we're out together at open forums. I appreciate the suggestion. My experience so far is with council members, if you got all 10 of us do a Q&A, we'd get through about a question or 2 by the time all of us finish doing it. So I'm not sure it's very workable, but I'm very glad to be out in public answering questions with people.
Question 5 and 6. This is 5, and we're